God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "You Brahmins, the more-born creations of Prajapita Brahma's souls, is the true Vyas who relate the true Gita and give happiness to everyone, not the Vyas who wrote the false Gita. You Brahman souls have to study Raja Yoga very well and also teach others and give them happiness." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "What is the highest destination for which you souls are making effort to reach? To consider yourself to be bodiless souls and conquer body consciousness is the highest destination, because body consciousness is the greatest enemy. You have to make such effort that you don't remember anyone except me, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father. You have to shed your body and come to me, Shiv Baba, in the soul world. You shall not even remember your own body. This is the effort that you have to make." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "You living being, understand in your hearts where I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, is now taking you souls. I, Shiv Baba, will definitely take you back from where we soul came from, which is the soul world. Then I, Shiv Baba, will send you into the world of pure and charitable souls, which is heaven." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "There is the words elevated and degraded, and this will definitely applies to living beings, which is souls. Only when you souls is in a body can you experience happiness and sorrow." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "God Shiva is my only name. I do not have any other name. All of you souls have many names for your different bodies. I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, do not have a body of my own. I am the Supreme Soul." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "Who is the greatest enemy? Those of you who is clever and sensible will say that body consciousness is the greatest enemy, through which feelings of loss arise. There is a lot of difficulty in conquering body consciousness. It takes effort in becoming soul conscious." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "There is effort in becoming soul conscious once again. For birth after birth, you souls have been interacting on the basis of your bodies. You now know that you are souls and souls is imperishable, and your bodies function on the basis of you, the soul." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "All souls' name is soul. The name soul is always soul, but the names of the bodies that souls have changes. Souls shed a body and take another body continuously once the soul have come into this physical world, until this world cycle comes to an end to restart once again." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "There cannot be any human beings with 10 heads. However, no one else understands this except you Brahmins, the more-born creations of Prajapita Brahma's souls." Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, the kingdom of Brahma, God, used to exist in Bharat at the beginning of this world cycle 5,000 years ago. Bharat is the most ancient land of all the lands. The first flag hoist in this world cycle is that of the Sun dynasty, the one original eternal deity religion in Bharat. At that time, even those of the Moon dynasty do not exist. This is now the Sun dynasty flag of you Brahmins, the malborn creations of Prajapita Brahma's souls, is being hoisted once again. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, you Brahmins, the malborn creations of Prajapita Brahma's souls, now know your destination, but you then forget it. Students in a school can never forget their aim and objective. Students never forget their teacher or their studies. But you Brahman souls forget both this study and I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, the teacher. This is Raja Yoga is such an elevated study. You claim your future fortune of the kingdom in heaven for 21 births. Therefore you shall study daily very well in such a school. If you fail this world cycle, you will fail each and every world cycle left to come, and then you will never pass. Therefore you shall make so much effort now. You will become rulers of the globe through this knowledge. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, it is remembered that I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, the Supreme Soul, enables the arrow to be shot. They have made up many stories in this world play. In fact, it is not a question of a physical arrow. What will you mothers and Kumari knows about a bow and an arrow? It is in fact the arrow of knowledge, and it is I, Shiv Baba, who gives you this knowledge. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, no one tells the truth. Throughout the day, hardly anyone can stay in true remembrance of me, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, for in half an hour or an hour. Some cannot even understand what yoga, remembrance of me, Shiv Baba, is. This destination is very high. You have to consider yourselves to be bodiless. Make as much effort as possible so that at the end you do not remember anyone else but me, Shiv Baba, alone. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, when you Brahmins, the malborn creations of Prajapita Brahma's souls, stay in remembrance of me, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, you will spread so much peace. Only those who belong to your clan will experience this. All the rest is going to die like a swarm of mosquito. At that time, you Brahman souls will have developed the practice of being bodiless. You are now practicing this at this time. It is this that takes effort. Continue to make effort and you will pass at the end. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, souls of the world call me God Shiva, Father, but they do not become worthy of this sustenance or this study of Raja Yoga. Only at this time out of the whole world cycle do you Brahmins, the malborn creation of Prajapita Brahma souls, become worthy of this fortune for your future 21 births. The practical form of this sustenance is an easy yogi life. I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, cannot bear to see anything difficult for you Brahman souls. It is you souls yourselves who make it difficult by thinking about it. Let the sanskars habit of being an embodiment of remembrance emerge and you will receive power. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of February 2022.